Now then YouTube, welcome back to another video. Now because I'm on a 3-day hiking and camping trip in Peak District, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you my new tent. Now this is the Ultralight backpacking tent by Nightcat, and they were kind enough to send this over to me to review. So the inner and the outer fly weigh 760 grams, but I've added a ground sheet to this. So the full weight of this, with the inner, the fly, the ground sheet, the tent pegs and the guy lines, is coming in at 910 grams. Now obviously you're going to need a trekking pole, and that weighs a little bit, but I use them anyway on my long distance hikes, and this is the sort of tent that I'll be using for those kind of camping trips. Right, let's go through what's in the bag. So it comes in like a little dry bag that you can squeeze down. So first you've got the footprint. And then the main inner and outer with all the guy lines on. And then you've got your pegs. Right, now if you buy the tent from Nightcat, it doesn't come with the footprint as standard. And I did use it twice without a footprint. And to be honest, the bottom of the material on the normal inner does seem pretty decent quality, but just to be on the safe side, I thought I'd better get a footprint, especially if you're in woodland camps and places where there might be like rocks stabbing through. Last thing I want is my airbed popping during night. Now remember, when you're putting your tent pegs in, you want to put them in at a bit of an angle so that the spiky bit of the peg is going towards the tent. So just put that in a little bit for now. Don't have to go overboard with it, because we might need to adjust it. And then it's same for the outer. You have these black straps that you put over the same peg. Now you can have a play around with this to see what you think's best, but I put my trekking pole at 125 centimetres. I'm not sure what it says to do online, but you can have a look. But 125 has been fine for me. So what you'll notice here is this little eyelet, and that's for the end of the trekking pole to go through. But before you put it through there, you want to thread it through this bit. So you want to put the pole through there and then into that. To make it easier, because it's a bit tight when you first try to put it up, make it a little bit smaller, just till you've put it up. Then thread it through. I don't even know if you're supposed to thread it through, but I do. And then into that. Now when you put the trekking pole in, you want to make sure it's behind this reinforced area here. So that's a bit with the strength. And you want to go around and cinch all these tight. Now you can see for yourself, plenty of space in the vestibule, certainly enough to do a bit of cooking, maybe chuck your bag or whatever. But because of the shape of this tent, there's actually room for a full mat, plus your bag in that little bit outside. Now I've gone for the 3-season inner, so it's just full mesh. But there is a 4-season version available as well. I'm not sure if Nightcat do it, but if you know what this tent is, then you'll be able to get the 4-season version. And I think the 4-season inner is about 15 grams heavier, so not much difference to be fair. And then with the 4-season one, you don't have this mesh, it'll be more of a solid material. So the inner is a 20D nylon mesh, and then the fly sheet is a 15D silicone nylon. So the fly sheet has got a 5,000mm waterproof coating, and then the bathtub is 6,000mm, and that's without the ground sheet. So I think tonight it'll be the 4th time of me using this tent so far. I've only had it a few weeks and I'm really impressed with it. No complaints really. I guess if it were going to be non-stop raining or snowing, say if it were winter, you probably wouldn't want to use this tent. Not because it'll fail, but just because of the limited room. You're going to be spending a lot of time in your tent in those weathers. But for long distance hikes where end of day you're just going to jump in, go to sleep, it's perfect. And don't get me wrong, there's enough room. You can sit inside the tent and use the vestibule area for cooking. You can sit up, but only in the middle. Now because I've not brought my tape measure with me because I'm in the middle of a 3-day hike, I'll have to whack all the dimensions up on screen for you. Read them, yeah? Sorted. Now another little thing I like to do when I set up this tent is I bring my second trekking pole and I wrap it round and then I peg it down. Like so. And you can pull that, give it a bit of tension. That's tight enough. And then what that does is just give you a bit more headroom. So all in all, totally rate this tent. And the proof is in the pudding because I've been using it. And like I said, this is 4th time I've used it now tonight. And pitching it is so easy. Look how nice it looks as well. Just looks really taut. Another little tip is, because you've cinched all these up and tightened them up, what I'd do is in a few hours before you go to bed, just go around and give them all a little tighten up. Because it does settle a little. So you just go around and give them a little... I can't pull that, that's already tight, but... yeah, I rate it. I really rate it. So links to this tent will be in the description, as well as all socials for Nightcat. And once again, thank you Nightcat. Really appreciate this tent, and it's going to get some good use. Going to be coming on plenty of trips. I need to just say as well, it comes in this green colour, and then it comes in brown as well. So take your pick. I like either, and obviously I got it sent to me, so I didn't even pick a colour. Now the price of this tent does differ depending on the sale prices, and it does fluctuate a little bit. So the best thing to do is just go on their website and check it out. Like I said, links are in the description. Right, and that's all from me. I hope you liked the video. Press like, drop a comment. If you've got any questions about the Nightcat tent, let me know in comments. I'll happily get back to you. Or even just message Nightcat. I'll put their email address in the description as well. Click subscribe if you haven't done already. Press that bell to get notified when I make these videos. Peace out. In a bit.